show today where we invite the great characters from history to tell us how it really was way back when. Our first guest is Adam. Let's give him a warm welcome. Welcome, Adam.
Thanks, great to be here.
You know, Adam is an unusual name. I've never known anyone called Adam.
I'm the first.
Does your name mean anything?
It means the man.
The man?
That's right, I'm the man.
Right, the man. Now, where are you from?
I'm from a place called Eden.
Eden? Is that somewhere in New Jersey?
No, it's east from there.
The only thing east of New Jersey is the ocean.
No, way east.
Like Europe?
Even farther.
Let's leave that for now.
Man, it's hot in here.
Well, it does get warm with all the studio lights.
I'm really uncomfortable.
You'll get used to it. Now about this place, Eden. Were you born there?
No, I wasn't.
Were you born somewhere else?
No.
Wait a minute. You weren't born in Eden, and you weren't born somewhere else. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
You weren't... What?
I wasn't born.
What, were you hatched?
Haha, very funny. No, I was created.
Created?
Yep, by the Lord God.
You're telling us that you were created by the Lord God?
That's right.
What an experience! Tell all our viewers what it was like.
I can't.
Why not?
I don't know what it was like. I was just there one day in the garden.
So you have no idea what it was like to be created?
Well, I do know what the Lord God told me.
Wait. You're saying the Lord God talks to you?
Sure. At least he used to before,
Go on.
before the trouble.
I can't wait to hear about that.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, please! We'd all like to hear about that.
No, I can't, you know. Man, it's really hot in here.
You're probably nervous. Just relax.
I'll try.
Why don't you tell us what the Lord God said to you about your creation?
The way I was told, I started out as a lump of dirt.
Dirt? That's disgusting.
It wasn't just dirt. The Lord God breathed the spirit of life into me, and I was alive.
So you're saying you have God's own spirit in you?
That's what I was told.
Amazing. And what happens if you lose the spirit of life?
Then I'm dead. I'm not exactly sure what dead is, but I don't like the sound of it.
So, what was your life like in Eden?
It was paradise. There was all kinds of fruit trees. You could just reach your arm out and pick any kind of fruit you wanted.
What did you do all day?
I tended the garden, of course. A man has to do something to keep himself busy.
Didn't you get lonely being by yourself?
I did at first, but then the Lord God made animals to keep me company, and I named the animals cat, dog, cattle, elephant, hippopotamus, like that.
Sounds exciting.
It was great, except the Lord God thought there should be even more.
And what was that? Even more.
The Lord God thought I should have a partner.
How did that come about?
Again, I'm not quite sure. The Lord God is very mysterious. I just fell asleep one day, and when I woke up, I had this big bandage around my stomach, and she was there.
She?
Yeah, the woman.
Now it's really getting interesting. I bet you were excited.
Well, I was curious at first, but after a while, I wondered if maybe the Lord God had made a mistake.
A mistake?
Yeah. This woman, she, was different.
Different? How?
Well, first, she looked different. She was, different. Wow, it's getting hot in here. Mind if I take off my tie?
No, go ahead. So the woman was different?
She also acted different. She talked and talked and talked. She never stopped talking from the time she woke up in the morning until the time she fell asleep. All she did was talk.
Hold it right there, Adam. I don't think it's fair to talk about her. So let's bring in the woman. Welcome to the Chameleon and Fantastic Show.
Thanks for having me on your program.
It's good to have you here. What should I call you? It sounds rude just to call you the woman.
You can call me Eve.
Eve, what a nice name.
Oh, it's beautiful. It means source of life.
How nice. Did your parents name you Eve?
Adam named me. I don't have parents.
I'm sorry, are you an orphan?
No, it's not like that at all. The Lord God made me.
Don't tell me you started out as a lump of dirt, too.
Oh, no. The Lord God made me out of one of Adam's ribs.
Wait, what?
Yes, dear. Didn't the Lord God tell you?
One of my ribs? That explains the big bandage.
So the Lord God made you out of one of Adam's ribs. Why was that?
So that we could be the same flesh. Animals are all right in their place, but they just aren't people.
They're better than people. Most of them don't try to talk and they don't try to boss you around.
I'm detecting some conflict here.
Not real conflict. It's just that Adam and I don't see eye to eye about everything.
Like what? Give me an example.
Oh, decorating, for example. I like arranging flowers and hanging plants and pleasing signs. His idea of decorating is throwing peach pits on the ground after he's eaten fruit. So I told him, you clean up this mess, take all the trash out of here and bury it. And when you're done with that, I want you to put a hammock up, because I'm not sleeping on that hard ground.
See what I mean? Bossy, bossy, bossy.
And then I told him, when you're finished with that, I want a roof put up, because I don't like this hot sun beaming down on my bare skin.
Bear skin?
Yeah, in the good old days, we didn't wear clothes.
Interesting. So what changed?
The trouble.
That's the second time you mentioned the trouble. What was it about?
Ask her, she's responsible.
Oh no, you're not putting the blame on me. You tried that before. You're just as much fault as I am, even more. After all, you supposedly got the instructions straight from the Lord God.
Not supposedly. God told me directly, and I told you. You just don't listen.
I'd listen if you had anything sensible to say.
I have plenty of things to say, sensible to say.
Like the rules of that stupid game you invented. Honestly, Camellia, it was the dumbest thing. About throwing a cantaloupe around and kicking it. And there were touchdowns and field goals, and I don't know what else.
It was a perfectly good idea.
The first time you kick a cantaloupe, it breaks, and you got a mess to clean up. Besides, waste food.
Oh, we had plenty of food. At least we did before the trouble.
All right, one of you has to explain the trouble.
Let her do it. She loves talking. As a matter of fact, that's how the trouble started.
What do you mean?
It was her talking to the serpent that caused the trouble.
It wasn't my talking that caused the trouble. It was the serpent's talking.
Now who's trying to blame someone else?
Are you going to tell the story, or am I?
It's your story, so go ahead.
One day, I was minding my own business when the serpent comes up to me and says,
Wait, the serpent talked?
"Of course."
Shades of Harry Potter.
Who?
Never mind. Go on with your story. The serpent comes up to you and talks?
Right. He said, "Did God really tell you not to eat from the fruit in the tree in the garden?" And of course, I knew that was wrong. So I straightened her out right away. I told that serpent, "We may eat the fruit of any tree in the garden, except for the tree in the middle of it. God told us not to eat the fruit of that tree or even touch it. If we do, we will die."
Which wasn't what God said at all.
You mean Eve's got it wrong?
That's right, she's got it all wrong. The Lord God said, "You may eat the fruit of any tree in the garden except the tree that gives knowledge of what is good and what is bad. You must not eat the fruit of that tree. If you do, you will die the same day." God didn't say anything about not touching that tree.
Well, that's what God would have said if he thought about it.
See, she even tried to tell God what to do.
Please, Adam, let Eve tell the story.
Yeah, we'll kick a cantaloupe.
So you told the serpent that if you ate the fruit of the tree, you would die. What happened next?
Well, the serpent said to me, "If you will not die." God only said that because he knows that you will eat it, and you will be like God and know everything.
Tempting. And then what?
Well, nothing really. The rest of the story is boring. Let's talk about something else. Would you like to hear how I make apple pie?
No, you don't. I want to hear the story.
Go on, tell her.
I ate the fruit.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I ate the fruit.
Still didn't hear you what you said.
I ate the fruit!
You ate the
I
fruit?
couldn't help myself. It looked so nice, and it was going to make me wise, so I ate it.
That's when the trouble started.
You ate it too.
Only because you gave it to me, it's your fault.
It is not. The serpent tricked me.
Hold it right there. To be fair, I think we should hear the serpent side of the story. Let's welcome the serpent.
I'm not sitting next to that creature.
Okay, we'll take care of it. You sit there, you sit there. Now that's settled. Welcome to the Chameleon Fantastic Show.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me on. I brought you a present.
Why, thank you. Now tell me, where are you from?
Well, I'm evil, so...
You mean...
Oh no, I was just there in the garden.
Okay, what was your job there?
Well, I trick people. I'm really good at tricking people.
Are you tricking me?
No, of course not. Or am I?
Boy, it's hot.
So what exactly happened happened in the garden?
I tricked Adam and Eve, didn't I?
That's the way I heard the story.
I tricked them real good.
Can you explain why you started with Eve? Was she the easier of the two to trick?
Easier? Oh no, I was always knew Adam would be easier. I didn't have to do anything at all to trick him. The Lord took care of it for me.
See, told you it was her fault.
Don't be stupid, man. You knew that what you were doing was wrong. You're responsible for your own choices. See where it's gotten you kicked out of the garden. Your carefree days are over.
I still don't understand why it was harder to trick Eve.
The woman was smart, wasn't she? She knew things, but she was proud. That was her downfall.
How?
I let her think she was smarter than me. I let her correct me when I quoted you-know-who wrong.
You know who?
I don't want to mention his name. Thanks to him, I have to crawl in the dust.
I understand. Go ahead.
But it wasn't enough for her to correct me. Oh no. She had to correct you-know-who. She thought she knew better. That was her first step on the slippery slope. She was ready for the big trick.
And that was...
When I told her she would be like you-know-who, it was a lie. She was already like you-know-who. Both the man and the woman were created in the image of you-know-who. Foolish creatures. They ate the fruit and lost everything.
You low down, no good snake in the grass.
Settle down, everybody. Keep calm. Now, Serpent, why did you do it?
Because I knew you-know-who thinks he's so all-powerful. He thinks so much of these human beings. Well, I showed him. I took them down. I made them ashamed of themselves. They hid themselves from him. They covered their bodies with leaves. They looked ridiculous. They still do.
I'll get you, Serpent. I'm gonna give you a heap of pain.
Foolish woman, you don't know what pain is. Wait until you have children.
That's it. Beat you into a green pulp. I would if I wasn't so hot.
Hot? You just wait till you're working in the fields all day, in the broiling sun. Then you'll know what hot is.
This is your fault.
This is your fault.
I'll bite your heel.
I'll crush your head.
Boy, it's hot in here.
Stop it! Well, audience, now you've heard it. The true story of Adam and Eve and the serpent in the Garden of Eden. There's a lesson for all of us to learn. Don't ever disobey the Lord God. The consequences are terrible for everyone. Don't be tempted to think you know better than God. This is our show for today. This is Camellia wishing you all a big God bless.
Are we done now?